Good morning. First, for the record, this Dallas City Council meeting began at 9:08 a.m. Your morning speakers will begin with Regina Imburgia, William Hopkins, and Linda Bates. I'll now recite the speaker guidelines. Speakers must observe the same rules of propriety, decorum, and good conduct applicable to members of the City Council. Any speaker making personal, impertinent, profane, or slanderous remarks, or who become boisterous while addressing the City Council shall be removed. Individuals are allowed 3 minutes to speak. You'll notice the timer on the monitor. When your time is up, please stop and address your comments to Mayor Rollins. If you have handouts, please go ahead and hand those to the officer to my right, as it will affect your speaking time. Your first speaker, Regina Imburgia.
Good morning, I'm Regina Imburgia, and I'm in Phillips Kingston's district. And Mayor, I'd like to start from the last time I was here. Sandy Grayson, after I spoke for 3 minutes, responded a little bit to me, and you said that it was off topic and I wasn't able to respond back to her. So I didn't, but I'm coming here today to start with the fact that Sandy Grayson said that she feels as though all the talks and the people that we had to speak about fluoridation for the last year or two, actually, that was enough information that was be given to the council and to the committee, and that we've been there, done that, we don't need to do it anymore. But that was inaccurate, because you know that during these 3-minute times that we get to speak, we don't get to hand in documents, you don't get to ask questions like you would in a committee meeting. So Sandy did call me, and it was last night and actually one other time, and she said that she had asked the members of the Quality of Life and Environment Committee whether they'd be interested. That would be Mr. Clayton and Mr. Magoo, and okay, you all know who you are, and I hope the citizens will look up who is on that committee, because they all unanimously said no. Now, this is a conundrum to me, because I have been looking at some of your committee meetings. For example, the Housing Committee. There was somebody talking for an hour, and they were a nonprofit business doing kind of like a marketing demonstration for, I think that was for Mr. Griggs' committee. And what we're talking about is water. And we're talking about problems that we have with the water department, because they are putting too much fluoride in the water. They're overdosing. So even if that's all this committee wanted to look into, you have a responsibility to do that. Now, this committee has said unanimously, except for asking Mr. Callahan, because like she said, and I agree, we all know where he stands on it, because he's very vocal about how he loves fluoridation, to the point of saying that he had hundreds and hundreds of pro-fluoride emails. When I did an open records request, he had 13, and he had hundreds of people saying no to fluoridation. So the deal of it is San Marcos, just on the 3rd of November, they voted to halt fluoridation. 61% of the people voted no. You all have seen that the D magazine, 72% of Dallas says no to fluoridation. We have a problem with the chemical being dispensed into the water, and Kendall Ringo says with some minor variation around the level of 0.7 parts per million. Sometimes it's doubled after they put the chemical in. I had to do an open records request. Maybe you guys don't know this, because I did an open records request to see what is the raw level and what it is after they put the fluoride in. So there are many, 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 many questions, but you guys don't want to ask them, and I don't know why.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Your next speaker, William Hopkins.